Hello, my fellow Shogun 2 players, Zaript here. With a fast matchmaking battle on Shinano River. Yeah, it would be quite fast. And I'm showing you this game as sort of a reminder about older days. I never played Shogun on the first year when it came out. And I didn't even ever met a lot of players that played those days. But because of YouTube, I know about some of those players. And lately, noticing that Maju sometimes bring 2 bow cavalry and getting to Shinana, I remembered one video I watched long ago when I was just learning, well, like 3 months ago. And the video is like 1.5 year old by Kitty SN on YouTube, and I think she mostly known as a Belle in Total War World, and well, she isn't playing at all for last year, so I never met her. But I remembered one replay of her using 2 bow cavalry on this map because of Maju. Yeah, that happens. So I decided to kind of think about it. How would it work on this map? And bows become weaker compared to those times, less killing power. But as I understand, bow cavalry lately easier to handle compared to previous eras, previous patches. So let me explain my game plan here, and why did I thought this old approach can work. So, going to get first of all, I have to say that my army is smaller than it should be, because my opponent VNH Littorio clicked ready a bit too early, and I couldn't spend 800 koku, which is unfortunate, but that happens. Well, at least it happens. A lot of people click it by mistake, but honestly, I would like when I do that, I usually apologize. He just clicked ready. Annoying, kind of annoying. So, my build idea here is I spent a lot less on my infantry than usually. I have 1 Yari Samurai, 2 Nodachi, and here I get 3 Yari Ashigaru rank 5. I almost never bring them, but on this map I thought maybe in some scenario I would want to keep him from crossing a river. Right? You don't know your opponent, and Spear Wall on here would be very effective because he have no way to properly charge. Actually, yeah, let's on slow-mo. I have 2 much like Ashigaru and much like War Monks, Vanilla, Leadership Gen. And for my cavalry, because of these 2 bow cavalry, I initially did spend much less on my melee cavalry. Usually I take 4 heavy cav, 2 light cav. This time I have 4 light cavalry, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 heavy cavalry. Yari cavalry boss rank 2. So my cavalry kinda weak compared to my usual playstyle. And here I have 1 more Yari Samurai flanking, putting pressure at this workshop. Just in case. So look what I do. Now, why 2 bow cavalry? Why not take 1 with increased range, for example? Why? Ask yourself. My answer is this. When I thought about this map, I remembered most of the opponents I meet here on a ladder. What they do is they essentially bring some sort of infantry-heavy spear build. That's just how people play. Now, if he brings 2 bows, 2 foot bows, then I would probably be able to rush him. Not in this situation when I have 800 koku more, but still. So I thought, okay, let's imagine he have 1 bow, and that's exactly what happened. I'm just testing stuff on a ladder. So what I can do now is I can put 1 bow cavalry on one side, and other bow cavalry on other side, which I will do shortly. And his bow will be only able to protect him from one side. And then, just because it is Shinano River, and this is a great feature of this map, if he tries to push me with all his force, right, all I have to do is to pull back, because he would be slowed down by a river, and I would be easily repositioning myself and pretty much get to his side of a river. And if he tries to split on two, I have this hidden contingent. If he crosses with half of his army, I can take on him. With this and all my cavalry coming around hitting him from the back, so this contingent would be out if he tries to stop me here. So this map is very good for such a pivot point play. So if you look at minimap, I can decide, he split his army, okay, I can take on him. He goes with whole his army, I'm going to fight him. I'm going to run away, I'm sorry. So this map is actually very good for skirmishing, honestly, very good. And one thing about skirmishing, if you didn't know, here I'm using my bow cavalry against these monks. If you plan to do something like this, put your bow cavalry out of fire at will. Because when they're at fire at will, they would, even whatever order you give, they would be targeting closest unit. If you look really closely, these Yari samurai are closer to me than these Machlik war monks. So just because I want to kill these monks, I take my cavalry out of fire at will and give manual order to attack warrior monks. And that's how you want to use your light cavalry, bow cavalry. Man. So much stupid crap from me today. Man, and I wish I had debug camera. Honestly, in this game and on this map, look, just because of this, you can't micro this properly. Like, you can't find a good angle to look at this. You kind of want to see this at the same time and this area, and you can't. Like, how? Like this? Maybe like this. I don't know. Honestly, very difficult. And with unrestricted camera, I would just put my camera here, zoom out, and it would be so much easier. So I'm moving my bow cavalry. I don't want to frontally engage Daikyu, obviously. And now I decide, okay, if I put my bow cavalry here, his Daikyus have to pick a target. And now my friendly Toru tries to find a way. He thinks, what do I do? How do I deal with this? My opponent have more cavalry. Indeed I do. My opponent have 2 bow cavalry. Indeed I do. So he tries to push me. And here comes the fact that I use actually classical camera. And I'm much more aware of these terrain features here, because I'm kind of close to ground. So, and I have range advantage. So I'm slowly chipping down on these Machlik war monks. Did I? Yeah, normal speed. Now attack order. Shoot, guys, shoot. Oh wait, he's there. Still not shooting, right? Okay. And let's see, I'm pretty much ignoring his light cavalry. Because I want, like, I can exchange my light cavalry because I have more of them. Just bigger numbers. I don't really care about his Yari samurai, Naginata samurai, his monks. I don't care about them. As long as I can get rid of his matchlocks, bows and his cavalry, I'm good. He loses matchlocks. The moment he tries to cross a river, my 2 matchlocks will meet him. So, at this point, just because he plays so slowly, so obviously, I was pretty sure I will be winning this game. Because I'm slowly getting a good exchange against his matchlocks. Look, they're already getting closer to half a unit. Here I wasted some arrows on these Naginata attendants. But soon I would be targeting monks, because this is probably the best target for your bows you can find, except for matchlocks. What else to say? Like, at this point, I pretty much wanted to show you this game to explain this idea. And yeah, you want to play livestock persistence on your opponent if you bring bow cavalry and constantly keep them protected. You see, I'm always keep an eye on his cavalry. Probably I could have done better is to sneak this cavalry in a forest and hit his light cavalry, because right now my bow cavalry well protected. I don't need this cavalry here, so just sneak around, maybe put a pressure on his general, maybe sneak at Daikyu somehow. And look, this light cavalry here for a reason. It's to get his Daikyus when he forgets. And at this point he drops. Not necessarily it's intentional drop, I can't say for sure. But well, just when I thought I'm going to get this, I definitely was feeling like I'm getting this. Obviously there is a chance for him to win if I play it wrong, but I had all tools to skirmish down these matchlocks, to get rid of his cavalry and then just wear him down slowly. Unfortunate, quite unfortunate. I definitely would want to finish such a game to see what it actually takes, how much time it will take to wear down these monks, maybe to sneak cavalry and get these Daikyus. And this is what I wanted to show you. How specific terrain features somehow make a map very well suited for specific type of play. This definitely not a rush map because of these slowdowns, and because you have to move uphill, and because it's so easy to defend here, and because it's so easy to run away and just run in circles. This definitely is a skirmish map. So Ace of Wood bows, but honestly I like bow cavalry more for a very simple reason. For like, what is this? Level 9 Daikyu Samurai, and it's 1300 koku, right? My bow cavalry, two of my bow cavalry cost like 1400 koku together. So I have 2 bow units for price of 1, and this one, it kind of can cover only one side. So all I have to do, I don't even have to shoot. This is mistake here, because I wasn't I was microing it here, and I wasn't really seeing that his Daikyu is shooting at me. And you have to keep eye on such a thing. I should just pull back in a forest and keep my thing here. His matchlock die here. What will I do? Oh, you bet. I will take this force and one of my matchlocks and move around. And then one of my matchlocks here, one here. My cavalry is stronger. I have 2 bow cavalry. You bet I will pick him apart. I will do, ideally, and here where attention management and micro come to play. I have a perfect plan, like a plan of a perfect crime. But it still depends on me constantly microing and looking at it to not let him utilize his Daikyus. I want this unit to be completely useless. And this is where micro comes to play. Not even micro. Initially, it's attention management. I need to keep very close eye on his light cavalry, on his Daikyu, and on his matchlock. Like I have to remember where all these units are at any point of a time. And if I do, he have almost no chance. If I do it properly. So I guess that's all. I suggest you to watch at Bella's channel, KitTSN. She actually has some pretty good games. I wouldn't say... I don't know how good her micro is. It's difficult to judge because it was different era, different units, and she never played against top players of today. But I definitely like her approach. She pretty much kites all the time in Rome, in Shogun 2, that's what she does. But, well, it's funny to watch, and it's something you want to add to your deck. You want, on some maps, it's very good to be a kiter. And on other, it's very good to be a Russia. Yeah. So, experiment, look at other players play, check out historical videos from Agony 1v1 Championship, first one. Maybe you will grab some ideas from there. And of course, never drop, guys, never drops. I really hope this was unintentional. So, thank you guys for watching and see you later.